Welcome to this week's Swarf and Chips. Well, you'll notice I'm on my Todd today. I've given the team a day off, and you'll know why when you watch this. Work hard and play hard, and that's the theme for this week's show that comes from Stuttgart. The whole team are over at the AMB show, checking out manufacturing's premier technologies. Let's see what they're up to.
Before we actually go and see AMB 2018, I'm here with Gunnar. You're the show manager. We've been here for a number of years with you, but what's new? What's new at Stuttgart?
Well, we got a brand new hall. We got a pavilion number 10, which is named Paul Hornhalle because he's the sponsor of the hall. So we got an additional 15,000 square meters gross space for AMB 2018, and it's covered with machine tool exhibitors. Awesome.
Now, something that is very big into the market is the smart factories, Industry 4. Now, you're showcasing something behind us. Tell us a little bit more about what you're featuring here.
Yeah, first of all, for us it was important to really show and display solutions, not like talking about options and possibilities and how it could be, but showing like it is and what is already existing in the manufacturing or for the manufacturing industry. So yes, we set up different showcases. We set up a real area, an own area called Digital Way with 30 software companies displaying solutions for the manufacturing industry.
And for visitors, can they actually sort of feel, touch, be involved with it a bit more?
Yeah, I mean, it's the first day. We're just closing first day, and we had a great number of visitors, so way beyond last time, which was already very, very good. But to be honest, we also need some more visitors because we have more halls, more exhibitors, so we need more people, but so far we are on track.
In the UK, we're very busy at the moment. The economy is very buoyant within manufacturing. And what is it like in Germany, stroke worldwide?
I think it's the same. On the one hand, everybody's busy. On the other hand, everybody is afraid. We got people talking about AMB 2008, where the week after we had this financial shutdown, but fingers crossed this won't happen in 2018.
Now, for any UK engineers that have never been to AMB Stuttgart, what would be your message to them?
You missed something, guys. I mean, beside a fantastic trade show where you can meet all the manufacturers of machine tools, precision tools, whatever you need for metal cutting industry, you missed some great German beer, some great German food, and a great Stuttgart experience. So come here.
And every time we come, the sun is shining.
That's true. I don't know how you do it. You got to tell me later on.
Over the last couple of days, I've been challenging myself to find the fastest machine at the show, and I think this one has to qualify. The speed is not only in the fact of how the machine moves. This is all about production. This is an SW machining centre. Now, this is a twin spindle milling machine, and it's a full 5-axis machine. It's got a trunnion inside it. You've got to see the way this thing moves. I know we'll put some overlays over the top as the speed it moves. Massively busy around here today, but what I really want to show you here is this automation on the machine. This is their own automation cell that can be integrated to any SW machine. The key to this is the footprint on it. It's a very, very small footprint automation cell. And when the door is open, which I think the gentleman's actually doing something at the moment, it's very easy to access and get inside. So if you do need to adjust or do parts in this side of the machine, or actually on the second pallet of the machine, you can very easily and ergonomically. And then if we go around the back here, what we'll also then see here is how you actually then load. This is like a loading chamber, and we've actually got 6 pallets in here. So this is obviously what will feed the machine. Now, when I said I was looking earlier about a machine that's fast, this is incredibly fast. We're talking about 99.9% uptime, spindle continually turning. These machines have like 2G acceleration and run at incredibly high speeds. For the automotive industry or engineers that are looking to maximise uptime, then this definitely has to be one of the fastest machines I've seen here at the show.
Stefan, world premiere of the M50 mill turn. Now, why is this machine different from the previous model?
Well, swing of 670 millimeter is identical, footprint is identical. However, now the milling head, 35 kilowatts, up to 480 Newton meters, tooling system C8 or HSK 100, capacity in the magazine of 144 stations for the large system, increased power on the headstock of 45 kilowatts, and center distance up to 6 meters nowadays compared to the 4.5 meters we had before.
And you have a second spindle on this machine now?
Exactly, we have the second spindle. It has the same performance stator as the main spindle, 45 kilowatt, to make automatic takeover between sub and main spindle.
And the type of customers that would be interested in this type of machine now, are they existing customers?
Existing customers in the UK, it's mainly aerospace industry, but also the offshore oil and gas industry. New customers who are already using the large size of tooling system, and also for long products who requires ID machining.
And the reason for the actual new model, is that based on customers' feedback over the years of the previous model?
It's based on customers' feedback. It's based on increasing demands and requirements for increased performance, faster machining, more powerful machining, tougher material. That's where it's coming from.
Well, Stefan, thanks very much. Well, that just shows you a world premiere WFL AMB Stuttgart 2018.
You can't visit a show like this without looking at a Makino machine. If you want the ultimate in precision and high-speed machining, then these machine tools are certainly worth considering. The one behind me here, this is the D200Z, incredibly fast, 30,000 RPM spindle. The C-axis on this machine can also rotate at 150 revs per minute. Total precision, incredibly precise, this machine. In fact, if you go into the machine and look at the table, you'll see the indexing of it, the types of parts and applications that this machine would be for medical industry, mould and die sector, parts that demand precision, but not only precision, we're talking about parts here that need to be made and manufactured in extremely quick cycle times, and that's typically what the Makinos are about. The other thing to point out on this machine, of course, is the size. For a 5-axis machine, look at that, just 1.5 meters in width.
Gareth, another European trade show and another premiere from Lang.
That's right, new product. This is Robotrix's big brother.
So same as the last one, but bigger maybe?
Exactly right, yeah. Exactly as it says on the tin. This one's based on the Lang 96 studs, offers the benefits of using the bigger vices, bigger components, and a lot of flexibility for the customer.
Although it's aluminium, that looks a heavy component, so heavy billet. So what is the maximum payload?
What you see here, you can have a component weight of 30 kilos. With a slightly bigger arm, you can go up to a component weight of 50 kilos.
And these robots, correct me if I'm wrong, it's pretty much plug and play. You just need a trigger, a code from the machine tool.
It's very simple, yeah. We're not looking for a robot interface. We're looking for M codes really to open and close the door and send a signal to the robot that the machine's ready to go.
So we're looking at 5-axis, not exclusively 5-axis, but we're looking at 5-axis machine tools. Anyone that's looking to replace operator intervention, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. It's fast payback time on this sort of automation, and it's very flexible. It doesn't take any time at all, really, to set your job. You're really doing what you do in the workshop. You're loading a job to the vice and letting the robot do the rest.
Out of interest, what is the average payback time?
I would say for an investment like this, 18 months or so.
Thank you.
brand new European launch here at AMB. This is the Quasar UX 500 5-axis machining centre. One to watch, this one. What a brilliant machine by looking at the way it's configured. Totally different to most 5-axis machining centres. It's agile, it's quite compact, it's high speed. This is a 12,000 RPM spindle, full 5-axis machining, 48 tools, 12,000 RPM. You've got 700 millimetres in the X-axis, 500 millimetres in the Y-axis. Double access from here, this door, access from the other door. You can simply see that this is going to be a popular machine. Oh, no, it's video. Oh. Just in Hall 10 here, incredibly come across this Korea machine. Interestingly, Korea don't normally bring machines to shows. This is the first time they've brought a machine, certainly of this size, to an event. And what a machine it is. This is a gantry milling machine, the Fox M, a 26, or you can have between 5 and 26 metres in the X-axis. But this is actually the biggest. This has got a 5 metre Y-axis on this machine. Something else to note is the technology involved on the RAM. They use box guideways on these machines, but they actually water cool them. That means that the RAM will run faster, it'll operate faster, but it also won't suffer with any growth as a result of heat. So that's it. Yeah, Korea, what a machine. Get these from DTS in the UK.
We're stood on the Mazak booth here, and it's the Integrex i500. We've seen this machine before in the UK, but I've never seen it with the V-axis. What is a V-axis?
The V-axis we need for the new skiving operation on this machine, for special synchronize the C-axis and the V-axis. This is a milling operation, and then you can very easy with the new skiving function to put the special can very see the gear, the skiving angle, and this is also.
So who's going to buy this type of machine? If I'm just doing this every day, I may not buy this machine. Is this for people doing smaller volumes?
This is for people for the chopper. We have one part or not so much parts. He not need a new gear machine. He can very easy produce by self with a bit longer time for producing time.
So what accuracy can we expect on the gear?
I think 4 or 5 IP.
Okay, and just for the people at home not sure what that means, that's fairly accurate.
This is when the customer need more high quality, then he must need a gear machine.
I know Mazak have got many users, but what type of industry is buying this type of machine?
I think it's for the chopper, for the truck industry is a little bit interesting, but yeah.
And it's been a busy booth here at AMB. Have anybody been impressed with this technology, the gear skiving?
It's coming more and more, and the customer will, every time you have customer, he has question and he will have this function. He wait of this function. I think this is very popular at the moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now here's some new technology for you. This is the Huachong QTEX 180 AL YSMC, a brand new machine available in the UK from Ward High Tech. Now this is an incredibly fast machine. It's a multi-axis machine with twin spindle, a single turret, but that turret indexes in 0.3 seconds. You can also have up to 24 tools on this machine with its double point indexing. It's also got, as I said, the 2 spindles, and it's got an incredibly large Y-axis, plus or minus 55mm, giving you 110mm in Y-axis stroke. Now, I've got a cycle time challenge for you from this machine. This is what they're making here at the show. This is obviously a pen, and it comprises of 3 parts: the front of the pen, the main body, and then the back end. All of this is stainless steel, and it's all machined, all 3 parts are machined on this machine. So if you took those 3 parts collectively, or that as a whole assembly, how long do you believe, or how long do you think it would take to manufacture this on this brand new Huachon machine that we have behind me? Please put your comments, as we always say, in the box below on YouTube, and you stand a chance to win that goodie bag, that Swarf and Chips goodie bag. Good luck.
Paul, many thanks for your invite onto your booth at AMB for the European premiere of the new Roma machine. How's it gone down?
Really well, Joe. The machine's been really well accepted, and in fact, both these machines behind us were sold on day one.
And I know it's a new control, but just briefly, can you tell us about the control?
It's a new FANUC system. It's their new HMI. Roma are the first company, first OEM to be given this system. We are 12 months ahead of the rest of the market with this new control, and it really has some fantastic qualities.
And I know you've got new features on the control as well, things like mould making packages.
Yeah, the machine comes with an improved mould and die package over our old machine, and we also have a higher level version that can be added as an option.
And pretty much every stand's talking about the Internet of Things or Industry 4. Does this help as well?
Yeah, it's fully aligned to all the Industry 4 quirks that are out there.
And you know, and it's an impressive machine. You've told me it's smaller, but I know it looks bigger, but it's actually smaller. But just for our viewers, tell us how heavy this machine is.
This machine's about 10.7 tons. It's a serious lump.
Yes. Single piece cast, it's not going anywhere. So I like it, and I think the UK market will like it, but when can they get their hands on one?
Well, we have a machine in stock at the UK at the moment, and we'll be launching the machine at the SECO Inspiration Through Innovation event on the 9th and 10th of October at their premises in Ulster.
Well, I can't wait to see it, but just to wrap up, it's an impressive stand here at AMB.
Yeah, it's a great stand. We're obviously sharing it with Burkhardt and Weber, who are part of the Romy group, and yeah, we've had a lot of interest, a lot of visitors, and it's been a really good show so far.
Thanks, Paul, and good to see you.
Cheers, Joe. Thanks a lot.
Gerd, FANUC have their own stand here, in fact, just over there at AMB. But you've got several of their machines on your stand here. What's the working relationship with FANUC?
Yes, FANUC makes the standard and normal standard machine. And we, company Heavily, we make a special part. We make the automation with robot and the FANUC milling machine to one part.
So you bring the milling machines in, the FANUC machines in, and then you integrate your automation systems to them?
It's the automation system from our design, from our own design. And we program this for the customer so he can put the whole system.
So why do you select the FANUC machines then? Is it because they're versatile, small, easy to install, things like that?
Yes, and this, the FANUC works and works and works. It's 24 hours a day, and it's...
I hear that a lot. Now tell me about this, fascinating. What's the story behind the DeLorean vehicle there on top of your automation system? Because it is one of the, there's 9,000 replicas built, I believe, and it's one of them, is that correct?
It's one of the original DeLorean. It's my own car, it's a historic car. And we want to put the future and the car automotive, all this together with the machines.
And it drives, it does drive, yeah?
It does drive. I got the key and I can start the motor.
So if I wanted to find out what's going to be here on your stand then in 2020, how am I going to do that?
It's no problem. We have a flux capacitor inside, and I was there.
Oh, you were there yesterday? Well, brilliant. Well, I'll go there now and check it out. There you have it, one of the 9,000 replicas built of the DeLorean. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Ed.
Thanks a lot.
Thursday night on the Heimer booth. Who are all these people?
Well, thank you very much for coming and welcome. We have in here around about 650 people from all over the world. We have good customers, we have good dealers, some good business partners, and even some competition, you know, but we try to be friendly to everybody, and we're celebrating the good moment of the machine tool industry.
So AMB, it's been successful. Every time I've walked past your stand, it's been busy. Has it been a success? Have you sold equipment?
No, I mean, it's been great. Just this show in here is generating a 3-digit figure in machines sold. Customers are coming, like in Chicago, with the funds ready. They want to proceed, they want to get equipment for their own projects. Everybody's doing very well, which is fantastic for us. We are happy to grow with our customers, and we get quite many customers in here which are new. But the best thing in here actually is that you can actually get even more penetration with new and with older customers.
And I've seen a lot of UK people today. Have you had any success?
Yes, today was great with a old friend from us, with a customer from Heimer, which is maybe a 20-year old or experienced customer from Heimer. We could sell a very important piece of equipment, a tool dynamic preset, which we're presenting over here. So this means that the UK market is already trusting in Heimer, even when we are ramping up our product in the market.
I know you're getting stronger and stronger in the UK. How many machines have you sold this year?
Well, this year has been a very, very good year. You know, we are by the several dozens, but still we're very positive with the time to come. We have many open projects, and the UK is doing a fantastic job right now. Our team is doing great, and the customers, they have so many open opportunities. So we are confident about a great end of the year.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for the invite, and I'm off to get a drink.
Thank you very much. Let's go having a drink, and I wait everybody in the next party from Heimer. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this week's Swarf and Chips. Our 100th episode is coming up very soon, and you can win hundreds of pounds worth of prizes. More details to follow in the coming days. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to visit MTDCNC.com to see all the videos from AMB last week. In the usual style, share your thoughts with us by commenting on our show below. If you want to watch any of the previous episodes, click on the links here. If you're not subscribed already, please do so, and don't forget to keep those spindles turning.